You are now listening to Timebite, hosted by me, Stephen Clark. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Hey everybody, it's your boy Steve. Ya boy. Oh man, and this is Timebite, episode 126. That's a lot of episodes.
It is a lot.
I'm gonna let everyone know that I'm gonna say this now, even though it's gonna be way far in the future when you hear this. But since this is gonna be out the week of Christmas, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully you guys ate a lot of cookies, baked a lot of things, got plenty of hot chocolate to fuel your sugar bloods, and hopefully you got all your shopping done, because obviously Christmas is a big time of the year. And when we're recording this, it is literally the very beginning of September, and my birthday just passed, and I'm 27 now, and so...
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Happy belated birthday. And happy belated birthday to my guest, too, because my guest's birthday just passed, too. So, besides all that opening stuff, today for episode 126, I have someone on who cosplays Vriska, Trezzy, and my God, if you haven't seen it yet, I'm like, how haven't you? Because it is so good.
Thank you.
Today, I am with Ctyslckr off of Instagram. I said that right?
Yeah, yes, you said it right.
First try! FC 100%! There we go!
Yes, good job. I think you also pronounced my name right as well, so that's something a lot of people struggle with.
What, Gage?
Yes, Gage. People struggle with that so much.
Well, because I can gauge your voice.
Yeah, exactly.
I can gauge it all. Can't blame.
No, it's just spelled all different.
Oh man. Well, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's a Labor Day today, I believe. It's a fine Monday, and because of my very strange hours that I work, I do not have to work today, so that's an absolute plus. It's sunny and awesome in Florida right now, and I'm sitting here with KFC, so I'm having a fantastic day.
That sounds like the most American thing ever.
It does, and I'm really not that person.
I mean, like, what, I know this is random, but what's your favorite thing from KFC?
Oh, it's gotta be those fill-up bowls, man. I got like 2 of those, one for now and one for later. One for now,
one for later. I love that philosophy.
Well, yeah, because if you're gonna pay the DoorDash fee, you might as well get a bunch of food.
My favorite thing from KFC is obviously the chicken. Duh.
Well, yeah.
But I like, I really like their... When they had the Nashville hot chicken and the Georgia Gold, I loved those. Those were my favorites.
I almost got that. They still have that.
Both of those?
The Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
They still have that.
I love that. I love that spicy chicken.
Sorry, hold on. Alright, sorry about that.
No, it's alright. But yes, besides chicken...
Besides chicken.
Where did the cosplay start?
Where did they start? So we're doing origin stories?
Yeah, like, what's your origin story?
Okay. I was 11 years old, and I had unlimited access to the internet, which was not a good idea. But, you know, it is what it is. I was very into Vocaloid at that age. This was like 10 years ago, so... I really wanted to cosplay from that, and I never ended up doing it, but it got me into cosplay, period. Like, it definitely captured my interest. in that kind of thing. But my first cosplay was 8 years ago, and it was Vriska.
No duh.
It was Vriska. I was 13, and it was like the first cosplay I'd ever bought anything for, made anything for. I was really proud of it, and to be honest, for a 13-year-old, it wasn't half bad.
I mean, obviously, when you were 13, it doesn't look like how it looks now, right?
Oh no, I can definitely show you later. It was the cosplay materials weren't as readily available as they are now. You could go on Amazon and find pretty much everything you need, but back then it really wasn't like that. So I struggled, plus I didn't have any adult money, but it was really fun. Still something I look back fondly on, even though it's not as great as the updated version.
I mean, what if I can ask, what year were you born?
I was born in 1999.
Oh, so you're a '90s baby, but you're on the edge.
A 90s baby, yes.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I get that. I mean, like, you were born literally when the internet was still grand spanking new, and you know, things weren't so readily available, as you said, until you got older, obviously. But I've like I said, I've never seen your older stuff because I haven't scrolled that far down your feed. But from but the stuff that you do now, my God, no, seriously, I know I'm saying that a lot, but seriously, it's really good.
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot for sure, and it keeps me going. People are DMing me and they're like, you know, you probably hear this all the time, blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? I need to hear it all the time because it's very reassuring. We thrive on feedback. It keeps us, you know, encouraged and confident. So it's very nice. Thank you.
When it comes to your cosplay, though, I mean, how do I say this? Is there any situations when you're cosplaying when you're like, when you're like, oh, I'm not doing this in cosplay, like, you know, like at convention or whatever, or just like.
Oh yes. There's a lot of different situations where I say this in my head, and at cons, usually it's because the cosplays, they limit my mobility, or it would just look really weird if I started doing something. Like, I will not dance in cosplay unless I am blackout drunk. It's just not my kind of content. I can't dance. I won't do it in cosplay for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'll look even worse than I do. And then there's, I guess, like, a form of content that I'm just not really interested in making. Like, I support people that do make this kind of thing, and, like, a lot of cosplayers, they have, like, lewd content, and that's fine. It's just something that I personally will not do.
Well, so, like, you support, like, the NSFW cosplay people, but you would never do it yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think especially with, like, the cosplays that I do, I think that it's tough to make that kind of content with those cosplays, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's Homestuck. How much of a demographic is that going to get? But I definitely support my mutuals and friends who do make that kind of content. They're very talented, and they're making their money, so good for them, but I couldn't do it.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you'll be. All I'm gonna say is that you would be surprised.
I probably would, and you know what? So would my family who follows me. They would not want to see that. So I just can't do it. I can't bring myself to, like, there's just a mental blockage in my head that says don't do that.
Yeah, I know, but
I'll do everything else.
But all I'm saying is that you would. That's all I'm going to say. That you would be surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm sure that I would end up being terrified at the kind of, like, attention that would receive. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go down that route. That'd be a lot.
Yeah, because
my coworkers follow me, my family follows me. They don't deserve this, you know. They don't deserve to be hit with that.
Yeah, because obviously there's going to be the people that are going to have all their they're gonna have their comments and they're gonna say their things, and then there's gonna be the people that send nothing but emojis at the heart eyes and all that stuff. There's gonna be those people.
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be that kind of attention. Yeah, it's just, I'll do anything else. Like, I like to make kind of like funny TikToks. Like, I'll make them with my girlfriend, and that's all good and fine. I don't know. I just kind of have a limit, I guess. I like to take very edgy photos and just keep things kind of uniform and linear. So I like to take crispy photos, edit them until they're perfect, and that's pretty much it. That's that kind of content.
How is your girlfriend, by the way? How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're great. She just left here like a week ago. She's long distance from me, Poetic Maelstrom. She lives in Iowa, and she's coming back for her birthday shortly, so she's doing really well. But yeah, we're good.
If you had the choice, between Iowa and Florida, where would you rather live?
Oh God, Iowa's no. No offense to anyone that lives in Iowa, but I feel like they probably understand and probably don't have the choice of whether or not they live in Iowa. But there's not much to do out there. I like to have things to do. I live in a kind of like city area down in Florida, and I don't really like cold weather, so I would much rather live here.
No, I could just see the comment section lighting up right now and being like, what's wrong with Iowa?
Iowa. Well, what's wrong with Iowa is that you have to drive 20 minutes to get to the supermarket.
20 minutes to the supermarket.
That being said, it is pretty there, and the weather is pretty nice. I mean, right now it is.
So you're more of a hot weather person than like the brutal cold, snowy weather.
Yeah, and I like it because I don't like feeling cold, but I have way too many winter clothes, and I don't own a single pair of flip-flops. And so I wear my winter clothes in the boiling hot, blistering sun every day.
Well, here's a the crowd's gonna say "oh" moment, but you don't really need a jacket. You have your girlfriend to cuddle. Oh,
I really wish I had her to cuddle right now. It's okay. I actually do have her jackets and her stuff, and when she's here, I don't even bother with her. I just pull out the Aridin cape from her suitcase and take a nap in that.
Hey, next time you guys are together, we should do this again with both of you, because I would love to have her on the podcast too, if you didn't mind.
Oh gosh, she would love that. Yeah, she'd probably be totally down.
Yeah, I mean, because for people who don't know, me and her were waiting a few weeks until her girlfriend had to fly home before we did this. But if you would have said, yeah, sure, if I can ask my girlfriend if she can come on too, I would have been fine with that as well.
Yeah, no, she'll be back really soon, so I mean, we can always just do it then. I just figured, yeah, she'd probably want to chill for the time being. The reason she came down to stay with me is because her hometown got like really destroyed by this big storm that came out of nowhere, and so she just kind of wanted to relax, I think.
Yeah, she wanted to be with you, and that typical relationship stuff.
Yeah, all that. She just wanted to relax. She's a very busy, kind of never stop moving person. She's always producing things. She's always getting stuff done, and like sometimes I'm like that, but usually not. Whenever she comes here, it's kind of like a vacation for her. She can kind of rest and not have to do anything. She sees it as definitely time off from her usual life.
That's really cool and stuff.
Yeah.
What the question I want to ask, and if it's okay if you want to do it, do you actually go through like your whole description on Instagram and like every single part of it and like describe everything on there, if that's okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm looking at it right now. So the top part's just my name. There's like I have a business account, so it's like it's not really a business, but it tells you like what I'm here for, and it just says art, and I guess that's true. It says South Florida cosplayer and artist, and that's self-explanatory. Level 21 because I'm 21. And I used to have my pronouns there, and I don't really care what pronouns people use for me, but I saw someone else do this, and I thought it was funny. That/bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it funny. It is what it is. And then below that is my claspect and my dream planet. So I'm a thief of light and a Durst dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it be.
And then the link is your link tree, I'm guessing.
It's to my telonym, which is like you can send me anonymous messages. Get a few of those every couple of days.
What's the how do I say this? I say how I say this a lot because I gotta figure out how to word it.
That's all right.
What is the most weirdest message you ever got as a cosplayer? Like,
oh gosh.
If you have one.
I mean, I feel like I have a few, and that's why I'm struggling at the moment. Usually the weird messages don't necessarily come from Instagram, they come from, like, TikTok comments.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go through my telonym right now, because I know that there's gotta be some weird ones. Oh, yeah, 3 days ago. It was an anonymous message, and it says, "For my next magic trick, I will land so hard on my ass that it shakes the house." I don't know why anyone would send me these things. I feel like they're just trying to, like, give me a stroke. Not sure why this happens. Screaming into my cat's ass made my palms sweaty. Now my knees are weak and my arms are heavy. Like, why, you guys? Why do you do this to me?
What sense does that stuff make?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, I keep getting messages like this, and I know they're not bots, because you can get bot tells on Telonym, and I know that they're not that. Mm-hmm. So that makes it even weirder.
The question I have is, like, has there been, like, the standard people online saying, like, oh, like they try to hit on you and they tell you, like, oh you look like your cosplays are so hot and they want to get with you and spend a day with you and all that stuff, like all that kind of crap. Do you get that all the time?
Oh no, not all the time. It's happened a couple times. Usually it happens to my girlfriend a lot because people are a lot thirstier for Aridin than they are for Vriska. People, not to be, like, high and mighty or whatever, but people seem to be quite intimidated to say those things to me. At least that's what people say to my girlfriend. Like, I have people that will message my girlfriend before me because they are afraid to message me. And I don't know why, because I am friendly to anyone who is friendly towards me. But I've gotten a couple of those comments. Usually it's, like, also on TikTok, where they just think I'm pretty. They have, like, a crush on me or whatever. But it's never gotten too creepy. I don't think I have anything too noteworthy, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah, because I asked because I've heard from other cosplayers, I've seen from other cosplayers on here and on general, just on social media, of just, like, them being like, oh, you're so hot. How does Tuesday at, like, 2:30 sound? I heart emoji, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that a lot of the people that have been on here probably got comments like that. I think it also has to do with, like, the type of content I make. I feel like the people that are making a lot of, like, lewd content or, like, sexual based type things, they're probably getting a lot of that, like, kind of unwanted attention, and that kind of sucks for them. But it doesn't happen to me as much, thankfully. I feel bad for Alex, though. She gets a lot of crush confessions and, like, date stuff and, like, will you marry me and, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, you're I said, I never seen, like, I haven't scrolled enough down your page to see your older stuff, or I haven't really seen your girlfriend stuff really, but, like, from what I've seen from you guys on your page, I mean, she does a great job too.
Oh yes, she's lovely. She, funnily enough, she has a very light voice, and, a very, like, her face can go, like, two different ways. It's like, it depends on what makeup she does. She can either look full-on female, or she can look pretty much exactly like a dude, and it's really crazy. So she does a really great job shape-shifting sometimes, and if we try, we can pretty much just pass as your average heterosexual couple.
That's really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like, since she lives in Iowa, I'm guessing you've been to Iowa before, right?
I went once to surprise her. She had been here for 2 weeks visiting me, and she was sad that she had to leave. So, about a day or two before she was leaving, I just surprise booked a plane to go there and didn't tell her, and I showed up, and it was really fun.
So since you've been to Iowa, have you ever been to Illinois then? Just as like when you guys were visiting each other or something, you guys just came to Illinois to check out something or whatever?
No, go anywhere past her city, really. She lives in Cedar Rapids, so like anything that we wanted to do was more or less in that area. But if I ever went back, I'd probably explore a little more.
Yeah, because if you happen to go back and you happen to be close, like having to be close to my area, which would I don't know if you would be. I mean, because I live in Illinois, but I live like near the Wisconsin border, but not like so close where I can just like jump a line and there I am. But if you're in the area, we should like totally like I can meet you guys and we can like cosplay together or something if you want one day.
Cool. I have absolutely no issue with like hanging out with like people that we've talked to and stuff. Like we've done that a couple times while she was down here, and we like to cosplay with like the people that we find on Instagram. So yeah, it'd be fun. I'm not sure if I am going back there because she is moving to Florida kind of soon, but if I go back, then it will be in my head.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is she moving down to Florida to live in with you, or like that's what I'm presuming.
She actually isn't. She is moving with her family to a city that's only a couple hours away from me. And for gays, just so y'all know, a couple hours is nothing. That is nothing. I will drive there every weekend if I have to. It's nothing.
What, from Florida to Iowa?
No, yeah, from here to the city that she's moving to, it's a lot better than having to deal with another state.
But hey, I mean, at least you guys will be closer. You guys will be able to see each other more. You guys will be able to do more things together. You guys go to What's that?
More cosplays for everybody if we're closer.
And you guys go to Disney World.
Oh yeah, we get into Universal for free. Not right now, obviously, because Corona is a thing. But her dad works there, so we get in for free when we go, and it's really cool.
Yeah, because funny that you say that. I actually had someone on. Who did they go? They go by KMM Cosplay, I think.
Oh yeah, mine. I love them.
Yeah, so like I had them on the podcast. And I haven't uploaded their episode yet because I haven't made that far yet. But I had them on the podcast, and they get into Disney free as well.
Yeah, a lot of people we know can get into these places. I think it's just because they know people that work there. And if you live in Florida, you probably know somebody who works at one of these places.
I mean, but here's something I want to ask you then. You're a cosplayer, right? And and we're in this coronavirus, and you probably heard about this. You know that Disney for a limited time is letting people actually go into Disney with pretty much cosplay for the time being. Oh,
because normally you're not allowed to.
You didn't hear about this?
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, let me tell you then, and for everyone who's listening, I don't know if this rule is going to be over by December, but pretty much what's happening is that at Disney, for a limited time, if you have to wear a mask, obviously, because Corona, but supposedly they're letting people come into Disney in costume if you prefer to do so.
Interesting. That's a rule I haven't heard of them lifting. Because I know that you're not allowed to usually. But I really would like to go in like at least some sort of like closet cosplay or something, just so I could be comfortable on rides. But I really do kind of want to go to Disney and cosplay. I've kind of been wanting to do that since I was a little like baby Homestuck, watching other Homestucks go to Disney in like human stuck cosplay. Like I've always wanted to do that. That's really dorky, but I really want to do that.
No, do you know? No, do you know what? You should go to Disney. You should do full up Vriska cosplay. Go to Disney.
Kids.
Or whatchamacallit, Trezzy or Vriska. I think Trezzy would be cuter at Disney than Vriska, but
Rosie and her sharp teeth at Disney World.
But you should go there, and you should freaking just like take photos at Disney in Homestuck cosplay and be like I don't know, it would just be cool.
I would do it if the gray paint didn't melt off of me in 90-degree weather.
You don't have waterproof paint?
It's waterproof, but it's tough. I have the process of getting that paint to stay where it is. You have to lay it on thick, lay on the powder really thick, and then lay on the finishing spray really thick. And also, you have to kind of stay in like air-conditioned areas because oil on skin does exist, and whether or not it's waterproof won't matter because it'll disturb the makeup from underneath, and it's really, really tough to keep under control. So more than a couple hours out in the sun, that would not be fun. I would feel like I was melting. It does feel like you're melting.
How is this? I mean, like, you don't have to go there in the paint. I mean, you can go there in like the getup, but you don't have to get all grayed up if it's too hard to keep the paint going.
Oh yeah, 100%. One day when like I don't have to wear like a mask because Corona's over. Because I don't think I'd be comfortable going in the recent times that we've got going on right now. But when they don't have masks as a thing anymore, and I could go just not having to do that, because even though I can breathe, it's still really hot, and it just wouldn't be that comfortable. But one day, I am going to go there in at least the outfit
mm-hmm.
of one of them. It'll probably be Vriska, though, just because she's my girl. Not sorry about that, but, it's just how it is.
No, Vriska's the one that got me in the Homestuck.
Yeah, me too. I knew about her before the rest of the comics, so she was really the drawing point for me.
Do you actually have a Vriska and Trezzy mask that has their logos or something with them on the mask as your mask?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I don't have one, and I should, but I do. The mask I wear every day to work is cerulean blue. On purpose.
Obviously.
On purpose, and I matched my shirt to go with it, which is her shirt.
So knowing that you get into Disney for free, obviously, I'm guessing you're a Disney fan as well.
Well, I get into Universal for free.
Universal
Studios. I do like Disney. My girlfriend's a bigger fan of it than I am. She loves the musicals, the animated movies, like all that. I'm more of a big scary ride kind of girl. So I like all the roller coasters and everything at Universal a little more. Plus Harry Potter. I like Harry Potter more.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that like I'm personally a hockey guy, and if you know this, obviously you know the Ducks, the Mighty Ducks, were owned by Disney before they got bought out and turned into the Anaheim Ducks.
I didn't know anything about it. No, but hockey's pretty cool. I always wanted to go to one of those games. They seem like everybody's having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, the sucky thing is that all four, like 3 of my 4 teams made it, but one of my teams almost made it all the way until they blew it like 2 nights ago, and now hockey season's officially over for me.
Well, that is unfortunate.
I mean, do you like the sport? Is it one of the things that you like watching?
I actually don't watch sports. I don't know. It's just something I never got into. I used to be really into like Overwatch League back when Overwatch was like relevant. Yeah. But nowadays I kind of just don't watch anything. I feel this isn't just for sports, to be honest, but for TV shows, movies, stuff like that. I have a problem like watching movies, or anything on TV, really. I don't even have a TV in my room. I just can't watch anything. I have to always be productive or else like I feel guilty. So I guess that ties into why I don't really do any sports or anything or play games anymore.
Yeah, I didn't mean to swerve off the subject, but to wrap it around back to Universal. What,
And
what's your favorite? Honestly, Universal is where the old Nickelodeon studios still stands, even though it's all painted over and redone
right.
and all that. But did you actually been there when it was still open and it's still there?
Oh no, I probably was too young to like remember much about it. All I know is that whenever I go now, all that stuff is kind of like in the background of everything that's newer. They've still got, I think, SpongeBob stuff there and a few things left, but it's in the park that isn't as populated, I feel like. There's 2 parks there, 3 now. Mm-hmm. And the original one always seems to be a little bit emptier than, say, Islands of Adventure or Volcano Bay.
Yeah, because if I ever had because Universal honestly is the park I really want to go to. I want to check out Disney. Disney looks amazing, but I really really want to go to Universal. And
oh wait, you haven't been to either one?
I've never been to Disney. I've never been to Universal. California or Florida, none of them. But
well, yeah, dang, that's unfortunate.
I want to though, But when I go to Universal, I want to go to the old Nickelodeon studios, and even though it's not what it was as it was back in the 90s, early 2000s right there, I still want to take a photo in front of the building and say I've been there.
Definitely, I think all the parks and everything in that place is very much worth seeing. Like, even though there's a lot of older stuff in the first one, I still love being in there. There's still a lot of great rides, a lot of stuff to do. I just feel like for adults, it's more fun because not everything is like kiddie based, which I feel like it is at Disney World, and it can still be fun, but I don't know, it's just not enough for me to spend that much money and not get my money's worth. So check out the parks. They have like multiple park passes. I know I sound like a saleswoman right now, but I love that park. I love that place. It's really fun.
What's your favorite thing at Universal besides the Harry Potter land?
Oh, it's not Harry Potter Land is even in the first thing that's like my favorite. Okay, so let me go through. There's an older water ride, Ripsaw Falls. It's really, really fun. Super old, kind of a little bit rickety, but it's like Splash Mountain, but better. Yeah. At least in my opinion. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, for saying that. But I love that ride. A lot of the roller coasters are absolutely amazing. But other than that, I think that, I don't know if you've heard of the Jurassic Park ride that's there, but it's like a water ride, and it's very misleading. And so anytime I bring someone to that park that has never been there before, I tell them that we should go on the Jurassic Park ride first, because I tell them that it's just like a little raft river adventure where they teach you about dinosaurs and stuff. And at first, that's exactly what it looks like. But you end up going on this detour in the middle of the ride that takes you into a building, and you go up this really, 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 really steep incline. And as soon as that happens, everyone that has ever been in that raft with me is outright pissed. They are so mad that I did that to them. There's a massive drop on that ride that is so steep and almost straight down. And, I love hurting my friends.
Like, do you actually like the movies, though?
They're fine. I think that the recent ones that I've seen are good. It's been a long time since I've seen, like, the original movies.
So since Disney now owns The Simpsons, because Fox, did they actually move Simpsons Land or the little thing they had there at Universal to Disney, or is it still there?
Oh, it's still there. Same goes for Marvel stuff. I believe that they have, like, an agreement where it's all still in that park. There's still a lot of Simpsons stuff there.
Yeah, because I know that, like, because I thought they would just like tear down the Simpsons Land at Universal and just move it to Disney because they own them now and whatever. So
no, they didn't do any of that. All of the Simpsons stuff and all of Marvel's stuff, because there's like an entire area for like bigger than, I don't know if it's bigger than Harry Potter World, but around the same size. There's a whole area just for like Marvel characters, and there's a bunch of rides based on them. It would be really bad if they lost the rights to keep those things. So I think that they definitely came to some sort of, agreement there.
Have you ever been to Simpsons Land and go inside the Quickie Mart?
I think I have actually. I know that there's like a food place, and I think that's where I always go to get food. And I think it's Simpsons based. Can't remember, but I think it is.
Yeah, because obviously I know that when you go to the Quickie Mart in Universal, it's not like a 7-Eleven thing at all. It's a giant gift shop, pretty much.
Let me check it out. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up because I feel like I've definitely been in this.
Because if they had 7-Eleven in Universal, they would be pissed.
Oh yeah, I have been in this little place. Yeah.
It's basically a gift shop, right?
Yeah, it's a little gift shop. I thought it was pretty cute.
They sell the pink donut, right, with the sprinkles on it.
I think they sell that somewhere for sure. Is it like a really big donut?
I believe so. It's like the Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's the quote unquote Simpsons donut.
I think so. I'm gonna go with yes. I mean, it's been a little spotty because like whenever I go there, I don't necessarily like fixate on that area, but I've definitely been around that, so I think so.
What do you mainly stay in Harry Potter World when you go there because you love everything there, or is there like what other worlds do you like going to?
Oh, I mean, Harry Potter World, it's fun, and I do like the newest ride that they came out with. It's like a thing involving Hagrid, and it's a really, really good roller coaster, and it's probably one of my favorite rides in the park. Mm-hmm. But the rest of Harry Potter, like that area, isn't really my favorite. I don't really have a favorite area. I just have a favorite list of rides, and that's about it. Because I don't really care too much for themes. I care more about the ride itself. So like the water rides are really, really fun. That roller coaster I just mentioned, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, if you're a fan of scary stuff, that's so fun. Oh my god. Everything in the Marvel area, Doctor Doom's, I think it's like called the Fear Fall or something. It's like 2 drop towers that are really cool. The Spider-Man ride, it's 3D, it's great. If you have motion sickness though, don't do that. The Hulk ride is famous. It's fantastic. They just retract it. I know way too much about this park. I need to stop going there. Oh my god.
The one I'm pissed that they took out was the Back to the Future ride.
How long ago was that? Ooh.
No, you remember that ride? Did you ever go on it before they took it out?
I don't think so. Oh man. When I was younger, we didn't really go to the original park that much. My family was more of a fan of Islands of Adventure and not necessarily Universal Studios. So a lot of the stuff that got pulled out of the original park is stuff that I missed. So that, I think the Jaws ride got removed way before I was even around for it. In Islands of Adventure, they took out the Dueling Dragons for the new roller coaster that they put in for Harry Potter. And I loved the Dueling Dragons, so I was really mad about that.
Yeah, because the Back to the Future ride was pretty much the Jurassic, from what you're telling me, was basically like the Jurassic Park ride, except it was Back to the Future related.
Oh yeah, they do have a lot of repeats, just different themes. But another favorite that I have that's old that they haven't removed yet, and I hope they don't remove it, is the E.T. ride. The bicycle ride. It's fantastic, and it smells really good in there.
They can't get rid of the E.T. ride. E.T. is a famous freaking movie.
They really can't, and unfortunately, because the ride is usually pretty empty and really old, I think it came out decades ago. At least it looks like it has, and it is kind of tucked away in this sort of like area of the park that doesn't get much traffic. I feel like it is at risk of getting like taken down because man, it's definitely old in there. But it is one of the most like unique rides in that park, and like I really appreciate it for what it is. It's so cool in there.
Yeah, I mean the thing I don't understand though is that, I mean, why did they take out the Back to the Future ride? I mean, Back to the Future is one of the most popular movies ever. It's a box office hit. Everyone can't get enough of it. Like people would love or are clamoring and dying for a part 4 that's never gonna happen. And like it's just like Back to the Future is just like one of those things, it's like one of those things that are like uber popular. I love it. I mean, I love the series, but I'm not but like I don't have like collectibles up the yin yang for it, but I love it.
I feel like it's probably more like people probably do love that, but because it was older, people probably just weren't traffic, like the traffic probably wasn't heavy enough. And I feel like no matter what, like the favorite thing is, if it's not getting enough attention at parks like this, for the sake of money, they're going to like get rid of it and put something else there that will get them more money and more attention. And it just kind of sucks, and I feel like the ET ride's going to probably suffer the same fate at some point, and that's really unfortunate, but I guess it is what it is.
I mean, but does the park at least have, like, props from, like, E.T. and Back to the Future and all that stuff, like the car from Back to the Future and all that stuff, like, sitting in the park as, like, display pieces?
I feel like they do have a lot of that kind of stuff. Around the ET area, I know they have like a whole gift shop related to it. And I know that they do have like a miscellaneous kind of shop where it is all of those things that have been kind of removed, like Jaws and Ghostbusters stuff, and like I think Back to the Future as well. So I don't think they don't really ever get rid of everything completely. They still make little nods to things here and there, but that's probably it.
This whole podcast turned into theme park hour.
I can't hear you. Hold on. Sorry, I think I lost you for a second.
That's all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
No. I said this whole podcast turned into theme park hour.
Yeah, it's all right. It's kind of what happens when you talk to people from Florida.
Wait, is Ghostbusters made by Universal?
I don't even know. You would have to ask my girlfriend. She's the one that has a fucking Ghostbusters collection. Little does anyone know about her, she's obsessed with John Egbert, sounds and looks exactly like him.
No, because I own the movies. I haven't really I guess I didn't check the back of the box enough to see if it said Universal, but I guess it does.
I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, but do they have anything at the park that's Ghostbusters related?
Yeah, they have like a gift shop. I would know. My girlfriend forced me to go into said gift shop. Yeah, it was. Let's see. It must have been if they had a whole thing for it. I'm gonna go with yes. But something that they apparently do is bring certain things back for Halloween Horror Nights, which is like the October, a couple month long special thing that they do for Halloween, and they have certain themes that they bring back for those haunted houses.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I don't really know much beyond that. I'm not even there to buy stuff. I'm not even there to look at old memorabilia. I'm just there to scare myself and experience mad adrenaline.
Well, guess what's getting canceled this year?
That.
What?
Yeah, I can't go to any of that because they canceled it.
Wait, did they actually officially cancel Hollywood Horror Nights?
I believe that they did, because it is way too early to be having that. I'm not sure, because I know that they have a limited. They're open, but they have a limited kind of population.
Yeah, I think I saw. No, believe it or not, even though I'm from Illinois, I still get commercials for that place, and I know that they have limited. I think they're opening for a limited number of people. They're spacing people. They're spacing people out 6 feet, and they're checking everyone's temperature.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about it. Yeah, they decided to not do it this year. I'm looking at their website. They're not doing Horror Nights this year, but they are open, period. Like, they're open for business.
So no spooks for Ctyslckr this year.
No spooks for Ctyslckr. However, I'm sure I'll be cosplaying for Halloween anyway. That's probably all I'll be doing.
Here's the hashtag for this Halloween when you're clearly hearing this episode by Christmas. Hashtag spooks for Ctyslckr.
Fine. I'm gonna use that hashtag on whatever post I make on Halloween. Chances are, I don't know what it's gonna be. Probably like Danganronpa or like FNAF.
What does scare you? Like what would it take you to actually scare you?
Well, definitely not anything that I could find at Universal Halloween Horror Nights. I don't get scared by that kind of stuff. Like, I like going to haunted houses and I like Halloween themed things. Like, it just doesn't scare me at all. I actually have very specific, really stupid fears. And some are really basic. But let's see if I can like name anything. Basically, what scares me is like not knowing what's in the dark if I'm in pitch black areas. Like, I don't like dark rooms. I don't like heights. I don't like the ocean. Like, deep water freaks me out. If I can't see the bottom of the water, I'm not going in. Period. And then some less realistic fears, I guess. Have you ever played Until Dawn or anything of the sort like that?
No.
Have you ever played the game?
I heard of them, but I never played them.
All right, yeah, it was pretty popular a little while ago, but I was gonna give an example of like a certain type of like creature that really freaks me out, and like some people know about this, and I have like a really specific like fear of these types of things, but like I'm sure you've heard of the rake, right?
The rake?
Yeah, like from all those like years ago, and like creepypasta was really relevant.
Creepypasta just freaks me out in general.
I get it. No, I get it. Some of them are scary, but I don't know. Some of those creatures that are mentioned in these stories, and like some certain like horror related art, and like certain horror games, like the creatures within them, like they freak me out. And not necessarily like clowns or anything like that. Like, no, not zombies, not clowns, nothing like that. You have to get really in depth and like really specific to really unnerve me. But I can really just get scared from any old jump scare, I guess.
No, I like how you said I'm afraid of heights, but then like 10 minutes ago you're like, but I love roller coasters.
Oh yeah, you see what the pattern is? I will just scare myself for fun.
So you take the roller coaster, but you'll be screaming in your pants the whole time?
Yeah, I'll have a great time, and I'll want to do it again.
And again, and again,
yeah.
and again.
Yeah. My favorite thing at Universal is, like, all the really scary rides that go really, really high. And I'm terrified on them, yes, but they are lots of fun.
Speaking, so since we're on this subject... somehow, some way about
I don't know what happened.
About theme parks. When you go to a con, when this whole thing exists called cons, like, oh my gosh, what's a con? How does they actually exist? No,
it's gonna be really weird the first time. I imagine that the first con that we get, I don't know what it's going to be, but the first con that we get back, that I'm able to go to, I feel like everyone's just going to be kind of like, it's going to be a different vibe because it's probably going to be a convention where you don't have to wear masks anymore. That's what I'm going to wait for probably, because that's the safest option, and God knows how long that's going to be from here. But like, it's going to be probably amazing. That's what I'm going to say, because it's I don't know how to explain this, but it's going to be like one of the first big social gatherings that everyone's going to have together. And I don't know, I feel like it's just going to make a really good first convention back. I cannot wait until cons are back, even though I know it's a really long time out.
Yeah, because the reason I was bringing that up is because, like, when you're at a convention, are you ever just like, can we just go to Universal instead? Like, can we just like walk down the street and go to Universal?
I mean, at the ones I've been in Orlando, the Orlando conventions are really fun. Like Holiday Matsuri was so fun, and I didn't want to be anywhere else except for Holiday Matsuri. That was so amazing. That was like the best con I've had yet. But there have been certain conventions I've been to not in that area where I really just wish I was at Universal instead.
Yeah, I mean, there's situations like that, but usually if I go to a convention, I usually are not going to go to it unless I'm interested in it, and if I'm there and I'm not interested when I am there, I just try to make the most of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I live in Illinois, it's not like I go like, oh, you want to go to Six Flags? I'm not going to step into Six Flags because I'm afraid of heights. But
I really want to go to Six Flags. There's a few things there that I'm quite interested in.
Which Six Flags? The one here in Illinois?
I have no idea. I know that there's more than one, but I'm not sure which one has what I'm looking for. There's literally a roller coaster at one of them where it's like you go up for 400 feet and then you come straight back down those 400 feet, and that is it.
I think that's at ours, I believe.
Maybe, but it's kind of really intimidating looking, and I really want to do it just to say that I did it. In Orlando, they have a couple of these rides where it's a giant slingshot, and you can see it from anywhere in the city. It's like this giant rainbow slingshot-looking thing that just shoots up out of the ground. And people get in like a little cage that is attached to a couple of like cables, and the ride just flings them hundreds of feet into the air. And those are really awesome. I love them.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I was gonna say what. I know this doesn't have to do with the theme park thing, even though we were talking about that. But like, when cons do open back up, like when it's safe to do so, and cons are opening back up, and things in the gears start moving for the convention scene, make a wager for me. And I'm not saying we're putting money on the line or anything, but what do you think the very first con in America that's ever going to happen after everything just is ready to go? Like when it's like, like things are back open. What's going to be that first con?
For me or for everybody?
For everybody. Like for everything. The whole country.
I feel like it's probably the way we're going right now, it's going to be a while until things are normal. Or even close to normal. I feel like the first convention, the first big one we're going to get, unfortunately, probably won't be Ctyslckr in February. I feel like it probably is going to get canceled. Maybe. And even if it isn't, it's probably not going to get a bigger turnout because it's still pretty close to, Corona time. But I feel like the first big con that everyone is going to get is probably going to be San Diego Comic-Con 2021. Mm-hmm. I think that's my bet. I'm probably totally off, but that realistically is what I'm thinking now.
And then how about for your area? And then I'll do mine after you say yours.
For my area, I'm hoping that Ctyslckr is happening. It's probably not going to, but I am hoping, and I would go if it was safe to go. It's all the way like across the country though for me. So unless it's like actually gonna happen, I'm not gonna like book a flight, but for me, probably it's going to be SuperCon 2021, and then that summertime area kind of has a lot of conventions for me, so I'm thinking like MetroCon, there's another one that I'm forgetting about right now, oops. But after that, I'm definitely going to go to next year's Holiday Matsuri, yeah.
Because for me, if we're turning that on me, then let's see. I think for my answer for the first big one everyone's gonna get. Now I don't know if we're gonna like talk like the smaller ones that aren't like New York and San Diego and C2E2 like those kind. If we're talking like I don't like because it's not just going to be one and then everyone's going to follow their lead. It's going to be like multiple at the same time, and we can't really pinpoint the state and the city of where that's going to happen, obviously. But I feel like the first big one everyone's going to get, because I can't really pinpoint when New York C2... I know C2E2 happens in March time and all that stuff, but I don't know when San Diego, New York happened.
San Diego is probably around like March to May. There's also MegaCon in Orlando in Florida that I feel like that might be a big one that people get to go back to next year, I mean.
Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with I'm gonna agree with you, and I'm gonna say San Diego Comic-Con for the big one. I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
For local in my area, well, I'm gonna just go with the ones that I go to because they're the ones I know. But I know Dice Show isn't gonna happen this year. That's just not gonna happen. C2E2 is not going to happen because I have it too early in the year, so that's going to be too soon. Anime Milwaukee is going to be a little too soon either because that's in February.
Yeah, exactly. February is probably off at this point.
I feel, and this is my wager, I feel the first con that's going to ever happen in my area that's going to be like open and free reign and everything. It's not where I feel like we're not going to have that until Anime Midwest 2021, which would be July of next year.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking summer next year is where we're going to end up seeing conventions actually happen again normally. You know? Yeah,
because I don't see Con Delete happening this year, which is our December convention. Obviously, that can't happen. Nothing this year is going to happen. Let's just get that off the table right now. Anything con-related is not going to happen this year.
Yeah, no, it's just not realistic, because if it's happening this year, everyone would have to wear a mask and everyone would have to be like social distance, and that's just not possible at conventions. Social distancing is not a thing at cons at all, and for cosplayers, wearing a mask is not a thing at all. So you really can't have them. You just have to cancel them until it's safe to have them again. Which really sucks because, man, us cosplayers, we are suffering. We are not happy. We're so sad. Because a lot of these conventions are where we meet up with our friends who we normally are too far to meet up with. And that's pretty much the case for me and, like, everyone that's in Florida. I don't hang out with a lot of people regularly. I just wait until I see them at conventions. And I really miss everyone.
Yeah, because if we ever to meet up at the same convention, I'm not going to stand across the hallway, and you're not going to stand on the other side of the hallway. I'm not going to be like, hello, welcome to Earth.
No, it's just not. It's not going to be as fun. And I think that these people that are running these cons, they know that. So they're just holding off, and it's just the smart, responsible decision. I really don't have a lot of respect for the conventions that are still trying to keep going right now. It's just not a good decision, and it's going to end up, getting people sick, and it's just not a good idea. If they were smart, they would just cancel them. The turnout isn't going to be good anyway.
Because that's what they're doing for Dice Show and Anime Midwest. No, not Anime Midwest. Dice Show and Con Delete and Anime Milwaukee are trying to do right now. They're trying to be like, oh, it's still early. We can still try to make this happen. They're still thinking like, oh, we're gonna cite out the situation, and we hope that we can give you your convention by this time. And it's just like, guys, like, don't even try. We all know we know what it's gonna be like. It's not gonna happen.
Exactly. Like, even if it was safer than it is now, say February, March, it still wouldn't be safe enough, and that people would still need to be wearing their masks and stuff, and it just wouldn't work. We have to wait entirely until it's all done, because there's just no other way that there won't be an outbreak. And, it's just the smart and respectable decision to just not even try. As
we know, I mean, and I want to ask you this because you live there. obviously the state that you live in is obviously the most dangerous coronavirus state there is right now.
Yep.
How you staying safe? Are you just staying inside and not going nowhere? You're just locked inside your house for months?
Well, I was locked inside my house, and I only went to the store if I had to, because, that's just kind of a necessity. I only went there if I had to, and I went to Starbucks a lot for the drive-through. I never went in anywhere. It was just the drive-through. And the reason for this being is that I knew that the restaurants and the stores and everything, they were all going to open back up before they should. And of course they did. That's exactly what happened. And the problem with that is I work 2 food service industry jobs, and as soon as your job offers you work again, if you refuse it, they can take away your unemployment money. So you basically have to work, even if you feel unsafe doing so. So I can't keep myself locked in. I have to work these 2 very high-risk jobs, and my family knows that. They know that if we get sick, we get sick. It's going to happen if it happens. There's nothing that we can really do other than wear a mask when we go out, wash our hands, be safe. That's all we can do. Because, I'm going to get it from work before I get it from anywhere else.
Well, have you, not to knock on wood, but you've been safe so far?
So far, I've just been following the guidelines, wearing my mask absolutely everywhere. If I go out anywhere, make sure I'm washing my hands, stay away from other people, don't touch a lot of stuff, basically. It's been working well. My immune system, also knock on wood, I am not the kind of person that gets a lot of colds. I don't get sick a lot. It hasn't happened for about 2 years now. I just don't. And even though I, work these jobs that people get sick a lot in restaurants and such. And the one I work at specifically, back in January, February, before, we all closed down, we have a hypothesis that a lot of the people I worked with actually got this virus and had it. And, people were dropping like flies. People were calling out of work every day. And it was all happening all at once. And we feel like it was COVID. We feel like it was because it was the same symptoms and it was really, really bad. It took people out for a long time. But I never got it. And there was no way I didn't come in contact with it.
Oh, no, well, that's really good because I feel like that was like a blessing in disguise because obviously, you're still able to. You're sitting here today, right now, doing this, cosplaying, doing what you love, and you're still safe, and you're still doing what you love. So, I give you applause for, staying safe and doing what you do and all that stuff, and thanks for doing it for us, because if you didn't, then people would be like, what?
Yeah. I'm just trying to balance everything out. If I'm hanging out with people, that I'm hanging out with smaller groups, and I'm just kind of keeping to myself as much as I really can. Other than that, like when I am at work, I'm washing my hands all the time, just trying not to touch anyone directly. I'm just kind of trying to stay safe as much as I can, even though it's not really possible to be completely safe.
Mm-hmm.
But, and during lockdown, when I wasn't working, I was spending a lot of time making cosplay stuff. And I tried to spend as much of the downtime that I had from this virus, and I've tried to kind of refocus the negative energy and the negative feelings that I have about the world situation. I've tried to focus those things into being more productive cosplay-wise. And I think it is working. So, I'm just trying to bring people the normal content. So hopefully they can have a nice little break and look at what I posted and feel some serotonin for once.
I feel like you're making a lot of people happy with your post, personally.
I really hope so. I really do hope so. But thank you, yes, thank you.
Man, I just want to let you know we've been going for an hour and 3 minutes.
And it is what it is. When it comes to podcasts and stuff, I kind of expect to be talking a lot.
No, that's fine, but you feel. You had a. how do I say this? You're having a great time, right?
I'm good.
What's that?
I'm having fun. I'm good.
No, it's not like I have ran out questions, but I want to ask. Do you have anything you want to ask me? Just asking.
Okay, yeah. So when and like why did you start doing the podcast? Like exactly like when, how long has it been? And why cosplayers in specific, like what was it for you that made you kind of take that route for it?
Like why, so the first thing you want to know is when I started, right?
Yeah, when did you start doing the podcast?
Well, I started doing this one in 2017, I think it was. Yeah, 2017, because I'm in my third year now.
Yeah, it's been a little while.
My first podcast was called Adventure Time Guys, and I was doing nothing but review Adventure Time with a friend of mine, and that's what we did for almost a long time, since 2014. And then in 2017, I started this one, and I wanted to do it because I wanted to interview, people like cosplayers and other people I like, and people that deserve like a little spotlight on themselves to see who they are, like you, because I want people to know who you are, and people to be like, Ctyslckr's pretty cool. I want to follow her content and see her stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
The what was your question again? What was that follow up to that one?
No, I think I had just those two. That was about like what was your purpose and like when did you start, and I think that was all I had.
I wanted to. I mainly wanted to start up Cyber Timebite was because I wanted to I had established people who don't even need me to get their feet off the ground, but I have them on there anyway because wrestlers are like really famous, which I'm grateful for them even wanting to come on my podcast to talk, but they had, and that was amazing, and all the cosplayers honestly that I had on my podcast that you probably never even heard of, or if you had heard of them, you don't really know much about them. Like people like you can come to my podcast and be like, "Oh, Rico Starlight cosplay. Like she looks amazing, and I know her somewhat, but I want to listen to what she has to say."
Yeah, exactly. Also, I feel like it's really good. Like even if people don't need like someone to like put them off the ground, as you said, it is so nice to just collaborate with other like artists in a way, like, and I know that like it's a different form of like you're a creator in a different way than we are, but like it's good to like collaborate and like talk and like mingle and all that stuff. It's nice to like, especially right now, it's nice to actually speak to someone because
yeah, because like I legit do want to cosplay better than how I am now, because my cosplays now really suck. But
don't say that. I mean, just keep going, because like it just takes practice. That's all it is.
Because I'm technically an Equus cosplayer, I just haven't finished him yet. Like I have his wig and I have his horns. I just don't have the outfit.
I see. Yeah, you've got your icon on Discord right now set as him, so I can tell that you are a fan of our Indigo Blood Boy here. No, like, not a lot of people even cosplay him anymore, so you should definitely finish it, because, like, it would be nice to see. I haven't seen a lot of him recently. It's mostly been, like, Carcat and Dave and all them.
Yeah, I mean, I can, and on top of that, I could even do his voice, so I could even do, so I can do the complete package.
Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot in the Homestuck fandom, at least right now, it's a lot of girls. Just a lot of girls. And if not girls, then the guys, they're not really that into Equus. I don't know why, but they're just not. So it's kind of nice, if you can do the voice, you can like do the outfit, and you actually look like a dude. Like, that would be great.
I mean, do you want me to do my Equus voice? You want to hear it?
Yeah, you can do it. I don't know what you have as a headcanon for him. I don't know if it's like kind of similar to the other ones.
No, so let's see. I'm just gonna say something random because I don't know what he would say, but what kind of things he would actually say. But it'd be like, I think that over there's plenty of things that I see that I don't.
Yeah, he sounds like that. That is what he sounds like for sure.
Yeah, I know. That's how I do him. But then when you do Strawn, I just go like, because he's Strawn.
You have to like scream, and you can't actually scream because like if you do, then it just disturbs everyone in your house because he can go from really quiet to really loud in like 0.2 seconds.
Well, I mean, I'm not actually. I mean, that's how I can't headcanon him going like he goes like because it's Strawn, boy, or something like that.
Yeah, for that word specifically, he gets really loud for that.
Yeah, and then you know, like I need a towel, you know, and all that stuff.
Of course, the famous line where he needs a towel.
I mean,
I don't know. I love him. I do have a love for him.
No, here's the thing. If you ever come here and you come as Vriska or Terezi, I don't care who, because they're both amazing. I should freaking break out the Equus and then we can freaking homestuck it one day.
That's by me, yeah. I've only ever had, I think while I'm cosplaying Homestuck, I've been around pretty much everybody except for most of the guys. Like, I've only cosplayed with, like, my friends who do like the humans and then like the girls, like the girl trolls and stuff. The only like I think guy troll I've ever even had around me when I was cosplaying Homestuck was like Airden, and that was it.
No, because I feel like the trolls are somewhat based off an Irish language because they had the humans at their hoose party.
They did what now?
I feel like the trolls somewhat have like inspiration out the Irish language because they have the humans with the hoose parties.
I don't even know.
No, it's like HOOO. No, HOO. What?
I see. No, I see.
Like humans and their hoose parties.
Did they say? Is that what they said?
I mean, I don't know where I got the term humans from. It's from something. I forget what. But in Ireland, there's a house party. They say hoose party.
Oh, okay.
But it's just, I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Pat's head. Oh man, well, we've been going for an hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah, I know that we have some longer episodes, but if you have any other questions, then, I mean, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Did everyone just hear how she worded that? Again.
What I do?
What?
What I do?
No, I'm playing around.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm playing around. I was like, did anyone else hear how she worded that?
All ears. That would be gross. Oh, I think I heard it. Sorry, my headphones keep on doing something strange. I think that I keep not hearing you.
No.
Repeat what you just said, like the last sentence, because like my headphones just completely.
No. I was just playing around and saying like, did anyone just hear how she just worded that?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like less normal than I think I am, I guess.
No, it's fine. But no, I am interested on the how do I say this? Like, is Homestuck like your baby right now? Like, is it like your cosplay baby?
Yes, right now it is. I have a thing, I don't know why I do this, but I will hyperfixate on one thing for maybe years at a time. And my last phase with that was Overwatch, and before that it was like Elder Scrolls, and before that it was like Portal, and then Creepypasta, Five Nights at Freddy's. I've had a Vocaloid phase. I had a initial Homestuck phase when I was 13. But right now, Homestuck really snuck up on me about 2 years ago now, and really dragged me back in, because I had come across my old favorite like fan comic, and I read all like the whole thing in like one night, and it was just like the biggest burst of nostalgia I think I'd felt in so long, and it just sucked me right back in because I was in the middle of working on an Overwatch cosplay, and I read the comic over again, and I like started like finding all my old like fan art that I liked to see and stuff, and like a lot of my old favorite cosplayers and artists from the Homestuck fan base. And the very next day, I went to the fabric store and bought my stuff to make Vriska. Like, it was just at the snap of a finger. Like, it was automatically just back into Homestuck super fast like that. And it hasn't died down yet, so...
I mean, like, even if you leave the I'm not saying if you completely leave the Homestuck fandom, but even if you, like, are not as into it anymore or whatever, you still won't stop cosplaying it, right?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever stop cosplaying, at least Vriska. I think I'll always keep her, because, like, it's more than just a part of the fan base for me. Like, she's more than a cosplay to me. Like, she's so important to me at a fundamental level. Mm-hmm. That girl, and this is kind of dangerous and probably should not have happened, but that girl, like, was honestly one of the fundamental things when my personality was like being shaped, because when you're in middle school and you hit that like, 13, 12-year-old age, you don't have a personality before that. You don't really know what you're interested in. You don't really know anything about yourself until you like start, getting into middle school and high school, and then you kind of figure things out a little bit. But she was integral. She is a core part of like what shaped me to be who I am today, and that's embarrassing, but it is the truth. And I can never get away from her. I have her horns permanently tattooed behind my ears. She will be there until the end.
Well, I mean, that's not embarrassing or anything. That's just who you are as a person.
It's embarrassing. I don't think it's embarrassing, but I guess to them it would be. So, whatever. But I don't think I'll ever stop cosplaying or caring or like mentioning Homestuck, because I think Homestuck at this point, like, I'm past the point of caring if it's embarrassing or cringy. I'm probably always going to have a love and fondness for it, and I feel like it's probably going to stay in my cosplay list for a really long time.
Now, I know Vriska means so much to you personally, so much that, you got tattooed on the side of your head, but will Terezi forever be there with it too?
Terezi is probably one of my... I have, like, a circle of, like, favorite characters from the comic, and she's definitely within that circle, and I think that I'll never forget that girl.
But you never stop cosplaying her like Vriska, right?
Something tells me you really like my Terezi cosplay.
Okay, maybe I do, okay?
No, I mean... I'm probably going to always have her stuff. I don't think I would ever get rid of it, and I'm sure I'm going to do it again. But, like, I don't know. She'll probably stay there for a while. I don't see myself, like, stopping cosplaying Terezi, and I love her,
Well, I mean, the reason... Oh, man. The reason why I'm fixing over your Terezi cosplay is, one, because she's my second favorite.
Right.
And B, she's just really good.
Thank you.
And C, I do like Vriska. Don't get me wrong, I love her. But, like...
Well, you have good taste, then.
But like, your Terezi's so good. Just don't stop cosplaying her ever, please.
I will, for you, I will not stop cosplaying Terezi.
Oh, that means so much. Just Timebite exclusive? Timebite
exclusive, I will not stop cosplaying Terezi. I actually have a lot more photos of her that have not been posted yet. So even if I am not, like, actively cosplaying her, like, all the time, like, I still have things in the backlog back behind the curtains that no one has seen yet. So...
Well, I am personally happy about that.
Yeah, I know that there's right now there's quite a few things I still have to put through the editing process. But I wanted to kind of give my Homestuck content a little bit of a break. I'm kind of doing like Animal Crossing and She-Ra and like stuff that's what I posted recently. But she'll be back. She will be back, because I think next I'm posting Vriska. I might go back to Eridan, might go back to Terezi after that. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I'm sorry if you're feeling deprived of Terezi at the moment.
No, that's fine. I was gonna say, I would like make you like the Terezi mascot for the podcast, but I mean, would you act like, it'd be really cool if I like send you like one of my T-shirts and I make like a, because I have an app where I can make T-shirts, and then I actually have my actual like merchandise store where I have all like my Spork stuff on it, because the Spork and this podcast are like hand in hand. But like if you want me to, like, I can literally make a Terezi shirt with her logo on it, and on the back I could put my podcast logo on the back. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Do that. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I can put my whole Spork logo on the back of the shirt, and on the front of the shirt I can, and even better, just for you, I'll put a filter over the logo where it just defaults. It just says teal.
That's fine. Totally, yes. Do it.
Man, I'm sorry. I just love it so much.
I know. That's okay. And I'm thankful for it, I worked hard on her when I did her that day, and she was kind of a long time coming. Like, it took me a while to get all the stuff for her, and I'm still not even done, really. So I do want to make like a different outfit for her at some point. Like, I'm thinking the red glare outfit.
Do you have like how is this? Like, do you have like a full body pic of her? Because so I can see like how you did it and all that stuff.
I think so. Hold on. I don't have it posted, obviously, and it's probably in my I don't have a full body photo. I only have like a half body, because like the thing with my room, that's where all my photos are taken. There's not a lot of space, and like if I try to take a full body photo, there would be a lot of things in the background that I just don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. So let me give you this. This is like unedited, and I'm doing something with it. It's like part of a project, but like that's what like bust down just kind of looks like. It's literally just me in a t-shirt. That's it.
I like it. I mean, I like it because it's simple, and I think it fits you. It fits you as a person.
Yeah, thank you. It's simple. Sometimes less is more when it comes to Homestuck. I know that because Homestuck characters are kind of plain and very customizable, people can get pretty creative with it. But I don't know, personally for me, the like crowded kind of look isn't really for me. Like, I don't really like to over-accessorize certain things. And for Terezi, the only real big difference I have is those glasses. Like, I have full access to getting the real ones that actually look like her glasses. But I just thought that the vibe was really cool with the flame ones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, because the flame ones just like go like, oh, I'm a fiery Terezi. I'm fiery.
Yeah, like I think that's the vibe I'm going for. I have another one, and it's not edited either, so my teeth aren't very sharp and my eyes aren't completely red. But I'm holding pyro spray in this one, and there's a creeper jacket in the background.
No, because I was gonna say, if I had photos like that, which I don't have, but if I had photos of me and my Equus by myself, I would send you those. But the only photos of me and Equus are just with me taking photos or people. So
okay, that's all right. When you finish it, then you can.
Yeah, because I want to show you, because I don't know, I guess after meeting you, you're kind of like. Oh, you're kind of like the standard barrier, and I gotta now see how you feel about it.
So what now? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, like I feel like your cosplays are so good. I feel like that you're kind of like the standard barrier, somewhat. Homestuck cosplays, and I gotta be like, it's gotta like go for you to be like, oh, I'm doing so well.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm like a standard or anything, but like I don't know. I'm sure that whatever like you send me, I'm probably just gonna like keep encouraging you to do it because like cosplay, I don't think there needs to be much of a standard or anything. Like you just should do it to have fun. And I know that like Equius is like your favorite, and so like you should do whatever makes you feel good as him. And so if you finish him and you're proud of it, that's really all that matters.
Yeah. Do you think even though it's going to be impossible since we live like across the country in two different directions, but do you think we can like make like a post where it's like Trezzy versus Equius or whatever, and it's like we have like a photo of you and your Trezzy and like a photo of me and my Equius, and we just go like it's on Cyber Timebite.
Yeah, something. I can try to figure something out. I do have like it might have to go on yours because my Instagram, this is gonna sound really bitchy. My Instagram is specifically the way I lay it out. I've deleted a lot of old things that don't suit the editing style that I have now. I keep things in a very like uniform way now, and I think I mentioned that before. But like if something doesn't suit the editing style, it like bothers my eyes. Even if the photo's really good, it just bothers me. So it has to be like, if I'm doing a collab with anyone, it's usually always on their profile.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, it's not because I don't like their content. It's not because it's not up to par for me. It just doesn't have the same aesthetic and same uniform look as mine does. So I have to like keep it on theirs. But I would still be down to do stuff like that.
Yeah, because I had this crazy idea to get my content out there even more, like my podcast episodes and stuff. Where like I had this idea where it's like I'm on wouldn't it be cool if I like got some of the people on my who I had on my podcast just coming together and I made like kind of like funny videos or something with them where it's like it's like myself, but it's like oh like today we have like we'll use as an example, but like I'll be like oh, Cyber Timebite's kind of been down the dumps lately, Not like it's not like I'm over 100 episodes or anything. Clearly, let's set that 100. Like clearly zooms in on 100, and it's like, but like, I still feel like it needs a little pizzazz. And all of a sudden, like, you come in with your Trezzy and you act like, and you're like the Law and Order of the future of my podcast.
The Law and Order, because I'm in Trezzy.
And it's just all like a funny skit, and you're like, and like, we do like this whole thing where it's like, because like, no, let me show. I want to say this idea in front of you and in front of everyone. But I have a friend who did a video where he ordered like fries from Area 51, and he was supposed to pretend after he ate the fries that the aliens were taking over to force him to upload more content. It'd be so funny for just funny purposes for the podcast if your Trezzy like sent in like some kind of like. Not to copy that video, but like to do something similar but not the same. Where I'm somehow Trezzy is messing up my podcast somehow.
No, I know what you're talking about. Now I kind of get it. I would do it. Or I would try. I don't know how I would, because like it is a podcast. So if you're doing like videos, I guess that makes sense. No, that'd be fun. I am admittedly not the best actress, but like, I'll still give it a shot. But I'd probably want to get like the real lenses and like real teeth that I would need to like be on my A game.
Yeah, because it'd be funny. It'd be like if you want to surpass 100 episodes, you must ride the tallest roller coaster. And be like, no, not gonna happen, not gonna happen.
Oh, so I'm there to mess with you?
Yeah, you're basically messing with me to not make it over 100.
No, I would be able to figure that out. No, that'd be cute. Um, I don't know. I would just have to play by ear, I guess, for stuff like that. I do kind of wish that, like, I lived closer to, like, the people that have already been on the podcast and stuff and have talked already. Because it would be easier to kind of round everyone up that way. But unfortunately, that is just the way of things. Everyone lives across the world and across the country.
Yeah, I mean, but no, I mean, like, it'd just be funny just to make like a video, just to make like a video for the Cybertime YouTube page where you just with you to do because I love your cosplays, I love your content. It would just be funny just to help help people, like, not saying because I wouldn't do this with anyone else I had on the podcast, I would, but your Jersey is just, like I said, I really love it, so I would love to have, like, to do, like, a video with it where it's just, like, your Jersey messing with me, messing with my podcast, trying to make sure I don't make it to 200.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I remember when I was talking with you on DMs and stuff, like, I was talking about how me getting into cosplay was, like, a planned thing. Yeah. So if I plan to get into Terezi, I could always try to do something funny, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would send you the basic idea of what I have, and we would freaking plan it out and, like, see how that would go.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like getting into her is specifically like it's a long process. Like, I know that getting into Vriska takes me a while. It takes me like 3 hours, but getting into Terezi took me a fat minute. I had never cosplayed her before, and the makeup was hard. So it's definitely kind of like an all-day thing. Like, I have to cosplay all day. I don't know how there's people out there that can just, like, get a cosplay on in, like, 30 minutes and, like, make all their content somehow and then still, like, go to work and go to school that same day. I'm like, how are y'all doing this? I can't do that. It takes me all day to get into these cosplays, and then it takes me all night to make the content that I want to make in them.
No, because we could even poke at that too, but we could I could be like, why did it take you like an hour to get here? You'd be like,
I don't have gray on or anything. Haha, this isn't a cosplay. I'm Terezi. What are you talking about? I am the real Terezi. What do you mean? It's me, the real Terezi. I'm here. I'm not a cosplayer. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, okay, I get it.
If you could, like, point out the fact that my gray is, like, splotchy somewhere and that it's not real.
And I'd be like, but what, like, what are you doing here? Like, why are you messing with my podcast? Like for some reason I'm getting, like, these subliminal messages that, like, I'm never gonna make it to 200.
Yeah, like, what am I doing here? Wait, is that a fold in your arm? Why are there folds in your arm? Are those arm socks? What? What do you mean you're not the real Terezi? How did you get here? Like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't your eyes all red? Why are they?
Yeah, it would just be funny. Like, just you trying to get these ways to get me hence me from getting away from getting the making it to 200, and then when I get the 200. And the funny thing is, if we make that and I make it to the 200th episode, I can just, like, freaking have you on and be like, there we go. See? She was totally wrong. I made it to 200.
It'd be funnier if I could, like, actually do the voice that I had canon her to have, because I can't do the voice. Like, I feel like Terezi sounds like she smokes 10 packs of cigarettes a day. Like, I don't know. I just think that she has, like, that gravelly, really, like, the kind of voice that would hurt your throat a lot to, like, mimic. And I'm sure you've heard it before. I'm sure you've heard it in a lot of, like, voice dubs of her, like, what people think she sounds like. And I can only hold that voice for a couple seconds.
I mean, when I heard it, I don't think it's like I smoke like 10 packs of cigarettes kind of voice. That's Gamzee. That's Gamzee.
That is Gamzee, that's true.
I see Terezi more like like you know, like something like that, like something.
Yeah,
Like,
she's definitely high pitched, and I think that there is a sort of like gravelly, kind of raspy aspect to her voice. Like I don't think she sounds smooth at all, and that's the part where I mean that it's hard to hold it because it's like grinding your throat to make that voice.
I mean, but if you were to like do something right now, what's your head canon if you were to do something like right now? Like, what do you think it would be like?
You put me on the spot. Shit.
It's Cyber Timebite. So...
I would need a line. I would need a line to go off of. What is something that you would want her to say? I have to drink to cover my throat and so I don't die.
How about you say, what's the, do you want me to type it?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm about to embarrass myself on this podcast live.
Hey, but people are going to find it funny to be like, people are going to find it funny or hilarious or whatever, and people are going to love it. No, let's just use the line that everyone knows for her for saying. There you go.
Oh, it's the Dave line. Okay. I have to prepare my voice. Hold on. Isn't it? It's like, "Hey, cool kid, is this you?" That's what she says, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh God. Hey, cool kid, is this you?
That was actually that was really good.
Well, thank you. I don't think it's not my best. It's definitely not my best, but I'm trying.
No. I mean, you're getting. I mean, it may not be perfect right there, but it's getting there.
Thank you. You know what? At least it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and that's what's important.
Yeah, but my Equus voice, he was easy for me to do because when I did
dude with a deeper voice, I can't do Equus. I'm baby.
Well, no, I mean the reason, I mean, I basically trained my voice into his voice because I always used to, because I can get really, really low. I could be like this if I really wanted to. You know, I can get deep, but not like super deep. But I can also get very high. But
I can't hold I can hold the high. There's that that gargling marbles kind of feeling, especially for Terezi. Like, you have to not only hold the tone of your voice, but you have to hold that as well in order to make it sound like her. And so to make full sentences as her is actually really tough. And the same goes for some of the other trolls too. I have a hard time with Nepeta because I can't roll my R's. I can sound like a little anime girl if I want to, but I can't roll my R's like a cat, and that makes me angry.
Yeah, because I can go from a really shy girl to a really valley girl. I can go I can be hi.
Yeah, exactly.
I can go from that, and I can go to a valley girl. She'd be like, oh my god, Stacy, did you see?
Male Junko and Oshima.
What?
Male Junko and Oshima.
Yeah.
Junko.
No, I could be like, oh my god, did you see Brad over there? Oh my god. I love that. I just do that voice to trick with people.
You sound kind of like this one, I think, guy that did music videos that were really funny back in the 2000s, where he talked like that the entire time, and you sound just like him.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, Stacey, did you see the guy over there? He was so hot, so hot.
There are guys at my job that sound exactly like that, unironically.
I just do that just to trick with people, just to be like, oh, why you sound so valley girlish.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, I put on some voices too sometimes. Like I'll put on the anime girl voice just when I feel like it, and it really surprises people because they're like, "Why can you do that so well? Why can you do that? Like, why?" And I'm like, "Because I had a huge anime phase. I was a weeaboo."
What voices can you do? Like that you know you can do and you're really good at it.
I don't know if I'm really good at any of them. But, like, I can sound like a little anime girl if I want to. Like, I'm a total e-girl right now.
I love that.
It's, like, it's so awful. I hate the fact that I can do that. But, like, it's, there, back when I was in school, I could, like, there was this girl that I used to only communicate with her with that voice. Like, every time we passed each other in the hallway, we would only talk like little anime girls. And it was really annoying to everyone around us, but that's what we did. And then I can also, I mean, that's also what I think Feferi kind of sounds like. Like, I think she sounds really cheerful all the time and really annoying. Like, I think she has that, like, really upbeat, high-pitched kind of deal going on. And Nepeta just sounds like a cat. She's kind of got, like, this like, nasally kind of thing in her voice. But she probably is pretty high-pitched, too. But I cannot sound like a cat because I can't roll my damn R's. And then I think that I already did Terezi because she's really hard to do. She's like the hardest one out of the girls, I think, for me.
But the thing is that low anime girl voice I used to do with your friend. Can you see Terezi sounding like that?
I don't know. I think that she's a little too feral to sound like that. Like, I don't think that she would act that way. And so maybe even though her voice is high-pitched just like that, I just don't think that she would want to talk like that. I don't know. It's tough with her. It just depends on, like, what you think.
What do you think Frisco sound like? Because, you know, she's like your live blood in cosplay. What do you think she would sound like?
I mean, to be honest, I think that she actually probably sounds more normal than any of them. Because maybe not when she was younger, because when she was younger, she used to, like, draw out her words a lot more. And so it was, like, really exaggerated and, like, really dramatic and super annoying. But as she grew up, she kind of stopped talking like that. And every so often, she'll pronounce the letter 8 in certain words of hers, and people, it's like canon actually that sometimes people can't tell what she's trying to say because she says the word 8 instead, like within it. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I don't know, like, her speech patterns are super weird, and I think that her voice is overall kind of normal. She's just emphasizing a lot of shit because she wants to sound really dramatic and, like, really intelligent. But I think she can kind of sound like anything.
Because
but when I'm voicing her, it's like, oh no, go ahead.
No, because Frisco I think would sound like how you sound, but if you put like a really like B-word attitude to your voice.
Oh, you mean like this? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, but like if you elongated the words a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, I know that she doesn't always elongate her words, so I don't do it a lot when I'm, like, doing stuff as her. I just kind of sound a lot more condescending than normal, but I think that she has, like, a normal toned voice. Like, I don't think that she sounds like a Valley girl or anything.
No, I feel like she would sound like, oh, that's right, yeah. You know, something like that, where she elongates her words a little bit, but she acts like a total B word half the time because that's her attitude.
Yeah, she's probably kind of always looking down on you, and I feel like her voice just kind of always signifies that. So, like, even though her tone is probably kind of like a normal thing, like, she doesn't sound really raspy, she probably doesn't have much of an accent, probably it doesn't sound like a Valley girl or anything like that, or an anime girl. She always just probably sounds like a fucking bitch.
Well, that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like just her voice would really amplify her attitude of, like, you know, superiority.
what? No, what? Like, what is it like? Lands of like Vriska or Terezi or like Feferi or like any of the female trolls in Homestuck were to like to do like a different language that's not them, but it makes them even more attractive to our people. Be like, oh my gosh, he knows how to speak French and Italian. Just like what?
Any of them, except for like maybe Feferi, even knowing any other languages, and that kind of reminds me of like this topic that someone brought up that is kind of a more realistic approach to Homestuck. As you know, all of the Homestuck characters, they speak English for some reason, even though realistically the trolls, they have their own like written language, and it's like Alternian or whatever. You would think that they would speak different as well. Like you would think that they wouldn't, type and speak English, but, for the sake of convenience, they do. But there was, like, a whole headcanon where, like, their, the chat client that they use, translates everything they say to English, but, like, when the humans met up with them, they didn't actually speak English, and there was, like, a whole universe on that somewhere. And I thought it was really interesting, like, if they just didn't speak English. What? They had, like, an alien language.
What? Since we don't obviously know that, what do you think Alternian language is? Like, what's your headcanon of Alternian language?
Oh god, I have no idea. I know it doesn't sound like any of like the languages we have, and it probably just sounds like complete gibberish. But I know that the alphabet that they have is I know it's a pre-existing thing. It's not even unique to Homestuck. It's what is it called? I think, what is it called? Give me 1 second.
Well, while you're looking it up, I feel like it's not like, I feel like it would be sounding like nothing that we ever have here on Earth. Like, it wouldn't be English, it wouldn't be like French, German, or nothing. I think it would be like something totally new. It would be like blah, 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 blah.
It would be something really weird like that. I don't know what it's called, but I know that it's often referred to as like the Daedric alphabet, or like it is also just called the Alternian alphabet, but it is a pre-existing font, and it's used like coincidentally in both like Homestuck and in Elder Scrolls, which is two things that I am obsessed with.
No, can you imagine Dave and Gamzee just standing in the corner of a room, just like flat out, just like, they're just out of it, and they're just singing the ABCs totally wrong, like A B D Z B T U.
Well, I definitely think that they're stupid enough to be the only ones like doing that.
What?
I definitely think that they would do something dumb like that. That's definitely a them kind of deal.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, because you can't get drunk off apple juice, but they would just, they would like, I feel like Dave is like such a cool kid that he would experiment with apple juice, and he would do stuff with Gamzee like that, and he would just like, they would do so much of it that they would be doing the alphabet in like the wrong way because they're out of it.
If they're out of it, that's exactly what they're doing. I think that Dave would, at least in original context of like Homestuck and not like Homestuck 2 and like that blogs, I just completely ignore them. But like in the original context of Homestuck, I think that Dave would just have a lot of fun messing around with Gamzee. If Gamzee wasn't so nuts and didn't do all the bad things.
If now here's a dream scenario. Now I want to ask. Now, if you were actually the real Vriska or the real Terezi, like the real one, and you were in Alternia right now, what troll would you want to date? If it was like up to you and it wasn't like storyline canon or anything, it's like free roam Alternia. It's like America, free country. You can date whoever you want.
even a question though? Like, come on.
What?
Come on. Well, I mean, like, if I was the real one, then I'm going by Vriska standards, by the way. But if I was Terezi, I'd probably just want to date Vriska. But we're going to go by Vriska standards. So Vriska standards, if I was the real one, I would, like, obviously it would be her mind and not mine. But we're going to ignore that. Yeah. We're going to ignore that because, you know, she's a different person. If it were me, I would have gotten back together with Aridin ages ago. Don't laugh at me. My girlfriend name's Aridin.
I mean,
that's my ship.
I mean, I'm not lying. I mean, yeah, I mean that's your thing.
Not to mention, not just because I'm biased, and love that boy.
Yeah.
But also because, just out of the roster that we have of the 12 that we know of, you know, her friends or whatever that played the game with her, a lot of them are pretty gross. Like, or annoying. So, like, if I'm going down the list, like, a lot of the boys can automatically just be crossed out. Not that I have much against Equius, but he's much too sweaty for my liking.
Too sweaty?
In that regard, anyway. I think he'd be funny to interact with, but far too smelly for anything else. Gamzee, disgusting. I'm so sorry. Tavros, really annoying. Can't deal with him. Karkat, no. Too shouty. Solix, gross. Kind of smelly, probably. I feel like they're all pretty fucking smelly, honestly.
Okay.
And then, like, the girls, Terezi is great, and I do have, like, a crush on her, to be honest. Okay. But also, she's absolutely insane and licks everything, and that would get on my nerves because, like, you know what else licks everything? Dogs. And I don't want a dog because they lick everything, and I just feel like that would be gross. Aradia, she would scare me, to be really honest. But Fairy would annoy me, too, because she's too nice.
Yeah.
And then Nepeta, also probably kind of stinky. So if you boil things down to, like, personal hygiene and, like, level of insane energy, I feel like Aridin is probably kind of a safe bet because I feel like he's really clean, he's got a good sense of fashion, and he's not really loud or it doesn't really have any, like, really weird habits that are gross or anything. I mean, yeah, he's a Nazi, but I guess I can deal with it. You know, you kind of can't have everything.
Well, if we're gonna turn that question on to me, if I was like Equius and I was like the real Equius,
you're the real Equius. Who are you picking?
If I was like the real one, like if I had his mind.
Yeah, if you were the real one with his mind, he probably would have picked Aradia because that's who he went for. For me, it would not be her. Well, for you, it would be her. For you, I am gonna take 88% chance that you're picking Terezi.
Oh god. No, I got a funny story with that. Yes, you're right.
But, no, of course I am.
But listen,
I'm always right.
but listen. I actually had someone commission me art of them actually, like, smooching it up. I'm not even kidding.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. And you know what? It's okay, because we have our rare pairs that we enjoy. You're looking at me who makes nothing but, like, Erebris content. I can't even judge you.
I mean, hold on. I asked you to have it on me, and if you're okay with this, I would like to show you.
Yeah, do it. Send it.
I actually got this commissioned for me because I thought it'd be, like, really cute, because they look really cute together. But, oh, man.
Oh, yeah, that is cute. I've never really heard of anybody, like, being into the two of them together, but I'm fine with that. You know, like, I think that unless something's, like, super abusive or, like, incestual or, like, that kind of weird, then, you know, only then will I give it hate. But, like, other than that, like, I want people to, like, live and let live and enjoy what they enjoy.
Yeah, well, I got that commission for you because someday down the road, personally, that's like I'm gonna be honest with you. When I got that commission, I personally that's sort of kind of like my personal dreams, just coming out into the art. But also they're two of my favorite characters. So I was like, why not just smooch them up? you know?
Hey, you know what? I understand entirely because, like, there's a lot of people, hell, they'll draw themselves smooching their favorite characters. Like, there's no shame in it. Like, people have, like, their own, like, personal dreams tied to a lot of this stuff. I do. I mean, I make my own fan art of, like, that kind of stuff, exactly that kind of stuff. And it's just how it is. We're all dorks. That's what we do. We enjoy things like that.
What what art? Since we're talking about that, what character? What Homestuck character would you draw yourself smooching up?
Oh, John Egbert.
John Egbert.
No, hands down, John Egbert. I have so many framed photos of John Egbert in my room. It is actually kind of scary.
Is he your favorite? Like, legit favorite?
Well, Vriska's my favorite, but, like, she's my favorite in a way where I identify with her. I don't have, like, a crush on her or anything. Like, I just want to be her, and that's, like, it. But when it comes to, like, you know, fictional character crushes, oh, yeah. Like, I've had a thing for John since, like, I was, like, 12 years old, and that's, like, super embarrassing.
you love nerdy boy.
I do. I like, the thing with dudes is, like, I like nerdy boys that, like, I don't know, are very gentle in a way and, like, are kind of, like, actually friendly. Like, when it comes to dudes and, like, male characters in Homestuck, they're very hit or miss for sure, and a lot of them are really shitty. And so he was really kind of like a comfort character for a little while. But no, I just think he's adorable. He's definitely my type, and if he went to my school when I was younger, I would have been into him hardcore.
No, I could just see it be like I could see him like you're in the cafeteria like eating your lunch and you see him in the cafeteria. I could just see you just sliding up on him, being like, "Hey, are you doing anything later?"
Dead ass though. Like, if he was real, I'm sorry to my girlfriend, but no, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't dip her. I wouldn't ditch her for anybody, but no, he's definitely like up there. I love him, and I love Aridin to death. But he's always been like the first. I have like a little figurine of him that was like official merchandise from a while ago, just sitting on my desk, and I'm kind of just like playing with it now.
I mean, I'm sure of it that you told her and she fully knows your
Oh,
favorite.
she completely understands. She actually completely understands. And you know, something funny about that, when I met her, we were at Holiday Matsuri, and we were at the Homestuck meetup specifically. She was cosplaying Aridin, and I was already like drooling over that. But like when we like came into like actual contact and like, you know, talked after the convention and stayed in touch on like Instagram and stuff and became friends and all that, she's actually more like John than any of the characters at all. Like, everyone thinks that she's like Aridin because she mains Aridin and mostly cosplays him, but no. She sounds just like John. She sometimes looks just like him. It's kind of weird, and it's not on purpose, but I guess I just have a type.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know how that happened. But she's got like a bunch of Ghostbusters collections, and she likes really bad movies that she makes me watch.
Yeah.
And I end up liking those bad movies.
How did you guys actually, like, how did you two meet? Like, obviously you kind of gave like the rough summary right there how you guys met, but like how did it like begin? Like, how did the relationship begin? Was it like oh, I took her out to dinner and I said, hey, you like me? And and she was like, yeah, I really like you. Let's just get together or whatever, you know.
I mean, you're close, but it originally started, you know, I just said like at that convention. I was in Vriska. I had like a Christmas outfit on. And I guess she was into that. I don't know. She doesn't even have a really big thing for Vriska cosplayers. I guess it was just me. But the photographer and like host of the meetup and the meetup was like huge. There was like 40 people there. The photographer specifically wanted the two of us to take photos together because she thought that we looked really good. She was totally right, but she did not know what she was about to cause because she had us in a corner, like separate from like the rest of the meetup. And, you know, we were just vibing, we were ready to take our photos, and she had to take a phone call for something, and it was kind of like a really long time to wait, so we were just kind of standing there, like, talking to each other, like, getting to know each other, all that cute stuff. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we took our photos, we went our separate ways, and we, you know, kept in contact on Instagram, but the actual, like, beginning of, like, relationship stuff, she has that same thing that I have in my Instagram, which is like the Telonym account where you can send people anonymous stuff. Mm-hmm. And I actually confessed to having a thing for her on that because I'm a pussy. I anonymously like let her know that there was somebody that she knew that she was friends with who was super into her. She figured it out. She figured it out. And then we agreed to go to Universal. This was before coronavirus, so we agreed to go to Universal together and like stay like together for like a really long date for like a whole day. And so that's exactly what happened.
So it all started with you just being really nervous and sending an anonymous like you send anonymously pretty much saying, "Oh, you liked her." But you send it in the most secretive way possible, so she didn't know it was you, but she eventually found out it was you.
Yeah, she eventually found out it was me, but yeah, we went on that, huh?
How she found out it was you, though, if it was ominous?
She said she could tell from my speech patterns, because I guess I type in a very, like, memorable way to her, or at least she was paying attention, so she could tell it was me. But either way, she was hoping it was me, so even if it wasn't me, it probably still would have ended up happening.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, because, like, you know, you love her now.
Yeah, for sure.
And you miss her every day. I wish I could have a relationship like that, where I had someone, and I miss them every day.
But, I mean, you know, you never know where it's going to come from. I'm serious, because you just listened to what I just told you. I went to a convention in full Homestuck cosplay and somehow found a fucking long-ass, standing, like, great relationship from doing that. Like, Homestuck gave me a girlfriend, everyone. Homestuck did that. You can't say that Homestucks don't get any action, because we do.
I mean, I'm hoping whoever I date, I would personally like them to be a Homestuck. Personally,
it have things in common. That's important. So, you know, maybe you will find somebody in the fan base. You never know what's going to happen, who you're going to meet. I definitely wasn't expecting her. She came out of nowhere. I wasn't looking for her. She just kind of happened. So when people say, like, you know, they wish that they had like a relationship that was similar, I was like, you probably just hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, hopefully that happens soon. I mean, that'd be really awesome.
You'll be fine.
But yeah, 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is like the longest. We're just talking. Like, that's all that's happening.
But that's a good thing. We're connecting that way.
Yeah, that's good. I'm fine.
But yeah, I think that's long enough for the podcast.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll do my outro and I'll let you do yours. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to episode 126 of Cyber Timebite. This has been a very eye-opening, very interesting episode. Thank you for taking 2 hours of your time to come on here and freaking just chat it up. We talked about a lot of different things, and it was really cool. Just like thank you for doing what you do in the cosplay community and inspiring others, and just like and not even inspire people in the cosplay community, but just inspire people in like a relationship sense with your relationship, because you know. People like not saying that your relationship is like goals and be like, oh, I want to be like that relationship. It's more like the cosplays are amazing. Their couple cosplays are even more amazing because it just fits and it works and everything, and it just molds into what it needs to be. It's just like, it's just like, you're not certain goals for anything, but you're just like cosplay goals to a lot of people, and I have a lot of people I look up to already in cosplay, but you're one of the many people I look up to, and hopefully others will feel the same.
Well, thank you. I definitely want to like continue to like try to inspire people. The fact that there are people that like, not to say like, oh, I'm some big bad bitch who everyone looks up to, like, no. But like, I have been told like there are people that look up to me, there are people that inspire me, and that puts a certain weight on your shoulders in a way. Like, it's very honored. Like, I'm honored for that. Like, I love that. It's super sweet. But like, there is a pressure in that way, and I hope I can continue to, you know, inspire people, and I hope I can keep putting out that like caliber of content that like people want. So, you know, I'm having fun with it. As long as I'm having fun with it, then I feel like I'll be able to keep doing it. And, you know, I hope that people continue to like what I'm doing. Me and Alex are working hard.
Yeah. You can find me. No, I mean, that's amazing. Honestly, I love it. You can find me on Facebook at Timebite. Follow me on Twitter at NostalgiaVamp. Get all my merch at redbubble.com under Crash Steven Gear, where even Ctyslckr and everyone else who's listening knows the spork is the most powerful of them all. Don't forget about the sword and the stone. Forget about all that. The spork is what really is the most mightiest of them all.
Thank you for that. That was great.
I know. Just crisp. Just perf. Just perf.
Very crisp.
Okay. So these lovely, lovely people in listener land, where they can come find you.
All right, everybody, now that we're wrapping this up, you can find me on Instagram at Ctyslckr, and that is without all of the vowels, and it's spelled out CTY.SLCKR. I know it's a little confusing. I'm sorry. You can find me there. It's all Homestuck, mostly. I'm pretty much not found anywhere else yet, so, you know, if you're itching for a dose of Vriska Circuit, just find your way there. And that's all I got.
And if you see her in real life, give her a hug, but not.
Give me a hug after Corona.
Yeah, after Corona, but do it because she's amazing.
Thank you very much. Yes, please. If that happens, do it.
In which, by the way, last question. I mean, are you big on hugs at conventions? Are you okay with that? Because, you know, there's the sensitive people out there.
Oh yeah. If any of you see me at a convention and you like know who I am and you like want to talk to me, I will always talk to you. There's like a 99% chance I'll give you a hug. It's hard to cross like physical boundaries with me. Hug me, anything really. I don't really care at all. Like, it's tough. Like, I'm not very sensitive, so go ahead.
Yeah, so that's everything.
All right.
I want to thank you all for listening. I don't know if you also want to say anything to outro with me, but I hope all of you have a fantastic day.
Have a fantastic day. Do not forget Vriska's best girl. That's all I've got to say. Y'all have a good one now.
And Trezzy too. Other best girl.
Oh, sure. Yes, her too.
Have a good one.
Bye, y'all.